Squirrels are incredible creatures. They're acrobatic, intelligent, and according to this website, they can find food under up to a foot of snow. So what would happen if you took all that athleticism and food sniffing ability and gave it some heavy weaponry? That's what we're here to find out. Hello everyone, I'm Drifted Track, and today we're going to be playing Squirrel with a Gun and finding out just how much chaos will ensue when these little rodents rise up against us during the nuclear apocalypse. Alright, here we are, chat. Welcome to this random game from my wish list that I know nothing about. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but it might be an industry plant. But we're going to be playing it. Squirrel with a Gun. Alright, already I'm excited. This looks amazing. Is that me? Oh, it's an acorn. It did kind of look like an acorn. Alright, where do we go? Over here? Now, this first area was the bunker. It gave us a good grasp of the game and introduced us to what would become the guiding light that would help us channel our chaos and progress the story, the golden acorn. I guess it's supposed to be some sort of high-tech thingamajig, but for our purposes, it's a juicy giant acorn that any rational squirrel would go to war for. Oh, and we got a gun. Oh no, security guard found us. And he's ready to box us. But he tripped. He tripped and now we get his gun. I can aim. Ugh, center of mass. Got him. I am a squirrel with a gun. The title of the game has been fulfilled. I am a squirrel, I have a gun, officially. What do I do there? Do I just shoot it? Ha ha ha. Oh, I can pay acorns now to unlock the minigun here. This is crazy. This is sick. What a game. I once had an idea back when I was toying with the idea of making video games. I once had an idea that I called Machine Gun Pirate. So my idea was like, what if a pirate put like one of those revolving machine guns from like World War II on his hand instead of a hook. That was my idea. It was gonna be so cool. It was gonna be called Machine Gun Pirate. It was like a rhythm platformer, kind of like Geometry Dash or something. This is sort of the idea here. I don't know how old I was when I did this. So yeah, there was that mechanic. You could just jump and shoot straight down, and it would send you higher. I thought it was pretty fun at the time. You know? It's like another take on Geometry Dash, kind of interesting. Alright, anyway, that's enough of that. While I was yapping on about the games I never made, our hero Squirrel managed to escape from the secret bunker and out to the suburbs. It was here that we discovered our first real goal of the game: collect enough golden and regular acorns to afford the car. All was not as it seemed, however, for we would soon discover that this neighborhood was home to the most squirrel-hating people I have ever seen. I'm just a squirrel. Why are you pointing your gun at me? I'm a squirrel. I'm a squirrel. This is where I go. What's happening? You guys are insane. I'm just a squirrel. I belong outside. What's going on here? Look at them. Look at these guys. What are you shooting at the squirrel for? Why are you even here? Why are you surveilling this random house in the suburbs? You guys are crazy. Run away! These guys are insane. You're crazy. These guys are crazy. Why are you shooting at me? And why are there acorns in the flowers? And why does she run so fast? Holy, look at her morning jog. She's got motion blur. That's how fast she's running. Oh my gosh, what a neighborhood. Aw. Poor guy. It's his birthday. It's his birthday and no one came to his party. He's alone inside this random fenced off corner of the block. I'm here for you, man. I'm here for you. I'm so sorry nobody came to your party. I can rob citizens? Give me all your acorns. Hey, sir. 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 I'm talking to you. You with the terrible haircut. You. Give me all your acorns. You don't need to sweat them. That's the weirdest way to do that. What am I doing? I just realized this game doesn't make any sense. That's a tank! Why is there a red tank in this random suburban town? That's actually insane. Yes, that's right. Believe it or not, we've just been introduced to our villain. The maniac behind this eerie town and the secret underground bunker is none other than Father, and our villain is currently in possession of a tank. We obviously can't stand for such an injustice, so our hero continues his quest for acorns so that we can buy the car and take down Father. Unfortunate. Unfortunate, my friend. Oh, that's just rough. Oh, it's just unfortunate. 412 for the car. Let's go. Let's go. Car acquired. Oh, wait a second. Everything has changed. We can go down here, chat. We can go get our revenge on the tank that attacked us. The red tank. Oh my gosh. Oh, that guy has fantastic sunglasses. Boss battle? It's a boss battle. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Ah! Let's go, chat. We beat the boss tank. Defeat Father and his tank. Success. Let's go, vibes in the chat. Just like that, Father was defeated, and with his demise came a whole new area of the world to explore. Unfortunately, just as we were getting comfortable scoring touchdowns, visiting old western bars, and mowing down agents on our water skis, a new challenge rose up against us. That's right, just as we made it to the water park that was just outside of town, we were attacked once again by a group of highly militarized people in suits, except this time they were led not by Father in his red tank, but by Mother in her helicopter. It seems that if our hero is to achieve what no squirrel has ever achieved before, he will need to figure out how to defeat Mother. The only thing standing in his way are all the secret agents surveilling our every move in the water park. Now we have to take on a helicopter? This is crazy. It's an air pump for inflatables. Maybe some other kind of gas can be used. Does anyone see another type of gas? What other kind of gas is there? I just don't understand what it means when it's saying maybe some other kind of gas can be used. I have yet to find another kind of gas. Everything here is just full of air. Because we live on planet Earth, and that's what they have on planet Earth. What is that? Helium! Ah, ha ha! We found it, chat. We found the helium. Okay, now can we unlock the whole rest of the game? Why the heck? Why would it be assumed? Like, how would I have ever known that there was helium over by the sun chairs by the pool? That's not a normal place. That's not like where people normally store helium. That doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. Maybe some other kind of gas can be used? Like helium? Haha. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Boing. This game is made in Unreal, and I gotta say, games made in Unreal at this point are looking... They're looking good. Okay, this is incredibly annoying. This guy's glitched into this, and it's just replaying the sound over and over again. Stop it. Get out. Get out. Are we good? Yes. Hallelujah. I am drifted, savior of ears. Get destroyed. Now I have to get to it. Oh! That didn't do at all what I thought it would. Alright, chat. One of the things they teach you in streamer school... There's no streamer school, but if there were, one of the things they would teach you is you need to ask questions to your chat all the time. So here's my question for you guys today. Everyone asks, does pineapple belong on pizza? The answer to that is obviously no. So we're not going to do that question. But we will do a similar question. Is water wet? What do you guys think? Is water wet? Is it appropriate to look at water and say, wow, that stuff is wet? Yes, water is wet. What's your reasoning? Because what I would argue, to play devil's advocate here, is that water, wet, the definition of wet is having water. If there is no other water molecule around, right? If you have a single water molecule, that is technically water. It's a water molecule, but it's not encompassed by any other water molecules. Therefore, it is not wet. Water is not dry. I see, I see. We're going with the proof by negation. I would argue water is not wet, nor is it dry. It arrives precisely when it means to. Wait, what? What's another good one? Is a hot dog a sandwich? That's one that I've heard. Is cereal soup? My personal opinion is that a hot dog is not a sandwich, nor is a cereal soup. And here's my reasoning. Here's my reasoning, chat. Language exists for to communicate with. Now you may hear that and say, duh, obviously, that's the point of language. But then I say, what would be the point of naming something or categorizing something if not to communicate that, you know, certain things are a soup and certain things aren't a soup? What I'm trying to say is, it goes against the whole point of language to be this semantic about, like, what is soup and what is a sandwich. If I say to somebody, hey, look at that sandwich, and they look and they see a hot dog and they're like, what? That's not a sandwich. Then I would argue a hot dog is not a sandwich. Food Theory talked about the hot dog sandwich question. It actually came up in a court of law, and the USDA gave the official definition of a sandwich. A sandwich is a meat or poultry filling between two slices of bread, a bun, or a biscuit. It's a wild definition that doesn't account for any sandwich without meat or poultry. That is a wild definition. And why did it come up in a court of law? What could possibly have been the reasoning behind that? Taxes and food court jurisdiction. That's crazy. That's crazy. What does it say about us as a society that we need to have our sandwiches defined for the purposes of taxes and food court jurisdiction? What does that even mean? Food court jurisdiction? Well, are there not enough places in the food court? We have to get all semantic-y about what's a sandwich and what's not a sandwich? Because if it's a sandwich, it belongs on this side of the food court, and if it's not a sandwich, it belongs on that side. Why are we segregating our food courts by sandwich versus non-sandwich? That doesn't make any sense. There's a definition out there that classifies bees as fish. You see, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. If we get all semantic-y about the definitions of things, you miss the point. Here's another good one. How many holes are in a straw? 2? There are 2 holes in a straw? Or is the entire thing just one big hole? What is a hole, even? Does a hole have to have a bottom? Because if a hole has to have a bottom, then there are 0 holes in a straw. A straw is just a tube. A tube with no holes. Say you're driving through the mountainside, and you drive through a tunnel. Are you driving through 2 holes? Holes in the mountain? Yeah, but it's just one hole. It would just be one hole in the mountain, right? You have the mountain, you have one hole in it. So a straw is one hole then. I could get behind that. That makes sense to me. But then by that logic, you guys are saying if you fall into a well, you wouldn't be able to say you fell into a hole. A hole is an absence of material. Well, I mean, for me, it's like if I'm saying, oh, I have a hole, it seems like there's a fuzzy definition, because there are 2 definitions of hole. Either you have, like, it's just an indent and there's a bottom to it, or it's all the way through, right? Are those both holes? Yes, because they're both missing material. So the definition of a hole is there should be material here, but there isn't. So then how does that work in the case of the... No! How does that work in the case of the, in the case of the straw, then? Because in the case of the straw, there is no material that should be there that is missing. This is like the entire basis of advanced mathematics, though. is being able to look at something. Being able to look at something and think of a different way that you could look at it. See the tubes? I do see the tubes. Oh, I didn't realize there were acorns in them, though. I didn't realize there were acorns in these. That's crazy. Yeah, we're in a big acorn factory, chat. This is crazy.
And so, somehow, we managed to answer all of life's toughest questions while simultaneously climbing our way through the biggest tower towards the Holy Grail, the Mother Lode, the source of all acorns. But just as we were admiring its beauty, we were attacked by none other than Mother in her helicopter. If we were to bring justice to squirrel kind and reclaim the Holy Acorn Tree, we would need to win this one final battle.
What's going on here? Leave me alone! And we got that side. There's just one left. Let's go. Great job, thanks. Okay, let's go. There's an agent hanging out. Ah! There's one. There's two. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, chat. We won! Mother defeated! We defeated Mother. I don't know how I feel about that. We've done it, though. We win. We beat the game.
And that is how I gave heavy weaponry to a squirrel and established a new world order that places squirrels in their rightful place atop the food chain. Make sure to subscribe if you liked it, and head over to twitch.tv/driftedtracktv to catch a stream live. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you guys.